Hi everybody, this is Rose of Sharon and I'm back again with another movie review. I just recently saw Sonic 2 and believe me, as a long-time Sonic the Hedgehog fan, I'd been waiting forever for this. And to see just how far the creators have gone with actually remaining true to content and continuity and the fan base, and what they changed with the first one being Sonic's design, it's nice to see that the franchise is really coming into its own. And this one was actually better than the first one. I love the first Sonic, don't get me wrong. I personally think it's one of the best video game movies out there, which is saying something. And out of all movies based on video games, Sonic the Hedgehog is the absolute pinnacle. And the second one would be Detective Pikachu, obviously. But I adore this movie. There is absolutely nothing wrong with the way this movie was presented, the plot. Yeah, it might be a little bit contrived in places. It might be a bit predictable, but I still think that it was just flawless, and there was no moment where I was just left, bored whatsoever, because I thought that the dialogue was witty. I loved the throwback to the 90s as a kid who grew up in that time, and I thought, yeah, this is exactly what I want. And just the homage to Archie's Sonic, as well as other iterations, I thought, good on you. You did your research. You got a cookie. And I was just absolutely tickled pink. I loved every moment of this movie, even the fact that Jim Carrey's Eggman is a little manic for my taste, but for this particular film, it works. And just his overall presence as a villain also works, because I think he was tapping into that kind of Grinch sort of Riddler type of mentality. Particularly, I could see a lot of recall of the Riddler, that type of persona, because the Riddler, if you remember, in the in Batman and Robin, he is just so brilliant, and the way he uses language or his vocabulary to rip everybody down to shreds and basically belittle them to the point where he basically adulates himself is very interesting, because I thought, yeah, I could see a parallel there if you're a Batman fan. And I definitely saw that kind of recall and throwback. All the cultural references I absolutely love, particularly that of the Ghostbusters, all the Easter eggs. This was brilliant. This is beautifully done, and it was c'est magnifique and a masterpiece. And I loved every moment of it, and especially with the end credit. And I'm not going to spoil the end credit for you. I'm not going to say what the plot is, because if you're a Sonic fan, I want to keep this spoiler free. So, if you've seen the first one, it follows right in, and it segues so seamlessly. It's just perfection. But with the way that the franchise is headed, it makes me absolutely psyched for a third film, which we already know the third film has been greenlit. I thought, yes, I mean, I couldn't be happier. Just everything in this movie is just absolutely glorious. It is perfection. And I don't know if they can top it. I honestly do not know if they can possibly top it. And I thought all the voice acting was just completely sensational. My favorite character, Knuckles, really gets to shine, and I actually had the nickname Knuckles because, when I was younger, I was kind of a rebellious kid. I knocked around some people. I'm not proud of that, but, that's in my past. I'm not a bad person. I'm not what you consider a bully. And I don't want to hurt anybody. I'm not the violent sort. Yes, I have anger issues, but I've gotten to the point where I can control my anger issues better. And I can, pun intended, temper myself in order to navigate. And I would love to see that with his character, because I think it can be done. He doesn't have to let his ire get the better of him, because that's low vibrational. But I thought that was a good lesson for especially for us who have anger problems. I mean, it's not my fault. I mean, coming from my background, yeah, we're very passionate people, all of us. But it comes more so from my dad's side versus my mom's. But I took more after my dad. But to me, missing my mom today, and it was just a lovely family film. And I want to be a parent someday. I don't know how this is going to happen or if it will happen. But even if it doesn't happen the way I wish, or not at all, I'm going to accept it, because it showed other ways that you could have family. And I just thought that in and of itself actually made me very emotional. It made me tear up. So I thought that was a very good lesson, especially for those of us who are trying to find our way and reach our goals to create a family of our own and try to find our tribe or vibe with people who are like us. And there's so many excellent takeaways from this film, I thought. I don't know, I'm not really sure. I kind of have a feeling of where the movie's franchise will be going, but I'm really pleased to see that it's going in the right direction, because they said that one of Archie's creators will be working with the script of the third film. So I thought, yes, thank you. So I am, like I said, I am very psyched. I'm super excited, really pumped, eager to see the next installment, because we all know it's going to be epic. It is going to be epic. Beyond that, I really can't say that much else, other than it was a solid film. 2 thumbs way up. No vetching, no complaining, no nagging, nothing. There was absolutely nothing in the movie that I can say was cringeworthy or distasteful. I mean, everything, even the beginning sequence, even that in and of itself was so cleverly done. And I just thought, oh, how interesting, how quaint. Yeah, that makes sense for Ivo to have done that. And it fits with his character. It fits so fabulously well with just how much he absolutely loathes Sonic. And it just was so intricate and meticulous and very brilliant, I thought. Just and the just that art, I love it. Even at the end of the homage, the Sonic homage itself and the lead in to Sonic 3, it feels like a good continuation, and I'm really pleased to see this is where the franchise will be going. So Sonic fans, have no fear. We are in very good hands here. I'm excited. I really am. Normally I don't get excited over things. I'm eager over let's see, 007, which I haven't seen yet. I haven't seen Multiverse of Madness. But here's the thing with Multiverse of Madness. I have to catch up, and I'm way behind. The last MCU film that I watched was, I do believe it was Endgame. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Endgame. So I need to see Shang-Chi, I need to see Eternals, and I need to see No Way Home. So those are the three I need to catch up with. And of course, I definitely need to see Moon Knight because I've been wanting to. And it's something that intrigues me because it has Egyptian mythology. And I'm all about mythology, especially Egyptian. But I can't say that much else about Sonic 2 and of just how expertly executed it was. And just perfect and fantastic. Knuckles is still my favorite. He's always been my favorite and forever will always be my favorite. Even though I adore Sonic, but I love Knuckles. I can't help it. It's just, I relate to him so much. Maybe it's because we're both complex. And unlike Knuckles, I have intellect like Tails, so I'm kind of a combination of Knuckles and Tails. With a little bit of Sonic, the charismatic thing. So I'm a combination of all three, but I really I know what Knuckles is going through. I've been through what he's gone through. So, I mean, he went through a way more tragic event than I ever could or have experienced. But beyond that, it was a very excellent, fantastic, tremendous, sensational Mother's Day gift to myself. Even though technically I'm only a mother to 7 cats. I guess that for now is going to be my experience of mothering, as well as plants. I seem to have a plant gift. I am what they call the Green Witch, amongst other things. But beyond that, can't really say that much else about it. If you're looking for a good family-friendly movie that's very innocuous at the swear, where they use like one swear, it's not a bad swear, but they do 2 plays on words which are close to swears but are really good and made me laugh, and it was so well done, and they're terrific puns, and I couldn't help myself. I just found myself giggling as they were great. The only time I heard that pun was in the Spy Kids film. I think it was Spy Kids 2, and I thought, oh, they're using yay, one that I can actually relate to. And they made fun of a movie that I don't understand why it got the appeal it does, but I had to giggle about that joke as well. And there's so many good things about this movie. It just the rendering and how well the characters look, and they look like they belong to their environment. They look organic, and I'm thinking, okay, hopefully the new Rescue Rangers film will have this same kind of aesthetic and feel. And I don't know, it feels like a half-handed attempt or half-hearted attempt at Roger Rabbit 2, which we all know why that can never happen. But my jury's still out, so I'm gonna see what I feel about that one, because I'm going to review it as soon as it comes out, because if you know me, I'm a huge Disney nerd and always will be. But beyond that, I've got so much anime to watch. But yeah, it should be interesting. There's a new one called Therme Rome, and I've the way I'm writing right now, I'm thinking, did we read each other's minds? Because my idea is I've got a couple stories that include a girl from Greece who is transported into the modern day, and then I have another tale of a Melissa, or a modern day beekeeper. They used to tend to the bees, and it was more of a worship kind of thing, but in this day and age it would be your modern day beekeeper. And she's an oracle. She's the Oracle the newfound Oracle of Delphi. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting story. I like to weave in that kind of mythology there, because I think I would love to be a Melissa myself, but I don't have the money. I had the equipment or any of the attire to be a proper Melissa. So, oh well. but at least I'm going to be able to start working on some things with the studio, which unfortunately is a WIC. Yeah, less said about that the better, but beyond that, I really don't have a lot to report. I'm going to be working on the upsicle, writing some more things, finishing Fighter Carolina Diner, doing recording, once the studio is complete, I should say. But beyond that, yeah, I'm going to have my hands full. So until then, live long, prosper. Ciao. Oh, wait, I didn't give my stinking star review. Okay, I gave 2 thumbs up. So Sonic the Hedgehog, 5 stars. No questions asked. I mean, like I said, this just blows the first Sonic out of the water. There's no comparison here. First of all, the first Sonic was just impeccable. It couldn't have been done better. I mean, everything about this movie is just great, and I adore it. It's just so well done. And then they just raised the bar even higher with the second. So, like I said, the third is going to be incredible. And I know I shouldn't get my hopes up too high, but let's keep our fingers crossed that the people who have the franchise now will handle it extremely well, as they have. Because we all know that sequels that are better than their predecessors, like with Terminator. Should have said that, but well, yeah, I'm a cinephile, so I'm just saying that's something that I fear. We'll see. I mean, Jurassic Park. I love Jurassic Park, and I'm hoping to see the next Jurassic Park. I don't have anybody to see it with, but yeah, huge Jurassic Park fan here. Love the reboot. I thought the reboot was well done, extremely well done. I will forever love the original, because the original is what I grew up with, and it will forever remain my favorite. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see what the future holds. So till next time, live long and prosper. Ciao, Tutti.